Welcome to Jiva Yoga Live. Today we're going to take a look at Anjaneyasana, low lunge pose. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. This is a great pose for athletes and runners as it stretches the quadriceps, psoas, and hip flexors. It is a wonderful antidote to tightness in the hips or low spine. They often go together. It effectively stretches and strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, and passively stretches the psoas, hips, chest, and shoulders, and the entire front line of the body. It builds confidence, expression, and overall balance as it stimulates energy. So please come into downward facing dog. And just take a moment and look at your hands. See with your eyes that your hands are shoulder width distance apart. So you can actually open the hands up this side too. And one way to think about it is when you look at your hands, make sure that there's equal amount of distance on both sides. You can see that you're actually not quite center. So left hand to the left, there we go. And then relax your head down. It's important to get particular because the hands are in deep relationship to the shoulders, and the shoulders are one of the two bookends of the spine. So her feet are at hips width distance. She's on the balls of the feet, heels extending back behind the toes so that they visually drop out of her sight. Spin the inside upper arm, biceps towards the sky, and roll the outside upper arms away from the midline. So there's spaciousness between the sides of the neck and the shoulders. Take a breath in, empty it out. Next in breath, step your right foot forward in line with your fingertips and bring your back knee to the earth. Flip the toes over and extend the toes straight back. You can take your hands to your front thigh and climb your torso upright, and we'll hang out here for a moment. So I'm gonna have her point her toes straight back and keep the outside ankle firm. This is a pose that is easy to sickle the ankles. We wanna train the ankles. Okay, and this is a wonderful, wonderful pose to open up the hips, the groins, the lower body. And then when we add the variation where we extend the arms, it's also wonderful for the spine and the shoulders. So I'm going to ask her to walk her front foot forward a bit and slightly to the right. So you always want the feet at hips width distance, even if they're north to south. So her foot is right of center line, her left back foot is left of center line. Now, before we go anywhere, take a moment and scissor your thighs towards the center line so you feel a natural buoyancy in the pelvis and you feel yourself lifting out of the basin of the pelvis. Can you feel it? Wonderful. So I'm going to give you a block. I'd like for you to extend both arms straight out in front of you and hold the block with your knuckles instead of your finger pads. Yep, I'm sorry. So your inner knuckles. There we go. Excellent. So I'm going to ask her to retract the arm bones back into the joint of the shoulders. Yep, so there's integration instead of her back body protruding out of the spine. Now slowly in increments, so your fingertips will clear the block. Just hold the block with your knuckles. This will help you engage the triceps. Strongly in increments without moving your front ribs, raise your arms to the sky. There'll be a natural point where you feel restriction. I want you to pause there. Re-straighten the arms. Yep, absolutely 100% straight, no bend in the elbows. Your inhales, lengthen your arms up and back. Your exhales, soften your front ribs into your waist. Inhale, arm bones up and back. Exhale, front ribs soften into waist. Couple more breaths here. So she's already quite bendy, just naturally flexible, and she probably feels a good amount of stretch in the front of the left hip. Is that true? Mm-hmm. Good. So I'm not going to put a block underneath her right foot, but that would deepen the stretch if you so feel called. And just note that, a little bit of intensity is good, but to rush right up to the finish line is not so beneficial for the body. The body usually contracts to keep itself safe. So do this stuff in increments, allow it to be a process. We'll take one more final breath in. Go ahead and look up, reach up, and gently release hands to floor, bag the block. Make your way back into downward facing. Good. Take a number of breaths, let it all come undone. And then you can make your way into child's pose. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Would you like to dive deeper into today's sequence? Click the link in the description to help get tips on how to deepen your practice.